Hi, it's Tom with RealityCheckForYou.com. Today's video is the #1 reason why people don't like you. I receive tons of emails through my website RealityCheckForYou.com asking me for help in getting the people we meet to like us. This is from a recent email I received from Rebecca. Rebecca writes, I love your videos. I have mild social anxiety and watching your videos has brought me more peace of mind and easy strategies to make more friends. But my problem is that people just don't respond to me very positively. No matter what I do, I just can't seem to make a good impression and get people to like me when I meet them. Why don't people like me? Any advice? This is perhaps the most common question I receive from people. The #1 reason people don't like us when they meet us is because they get the sense that we don't like ourselves. If we can't look in the mirror and recognize the positive qualities we possess, then how can we expect other people to recognize them? The piece of advice most often given to those of us who struggle with making a good impression and putting our best foot forward is to learn to love yourself. But loving ourselves is a tall order if we're filled with self-loathing and anger toward ourselves. I know, I've been there. So let's start with something more realistic. Let's start with accepting that our view of ourselves isn't accurate. It's skewed negatively. And if we're really honest with ourselves, we can recognize how we tend to condemn our own shortcomings much more harshly than how we view other people's shortcomings. We tend to forgive other people for all sorts of bad behavior, and we typically don't judge people with the same level of harshness that we turn on ourselves. We dismiss the positive aspects of ourselves as no big deal and focus on what we don't like, the things we wish were different about ourselves. Here's a powerful example of how false our self-view can really be. People with anorexia, for example, that are literally starving themselves to death, they look in the mirror and see the person that's overweight. Those of us with a negative self-image look in the mirror and see someone that is unlovable. We see someone that is annoying, too loud, too shy, too timid, uninteresting. It's heartbreaking, and it's not true. The answer is not to puff yourself up. The answer is to see the truth of the matter, to see the reality of the situation. Because the reality is that next time you look in the mirror, you will see someone with a large capacity for love. Someone that has the willingness and desire to be a good friend. Someone that has the willingness to share someone else's heartaches, their joys, their triumphs, and their hardships. Look, those of us who suffer from crippling self-doubt have more potential to be a loving, giving friend to people than almost anyone else. We're bursting with the desire to be a good, loyal friend to another human being. And we're just waiting for an opportunity to express our love and our compassion, our willingness to listen and be there for someone else. Look, when you start to recognize this large capacity you have in yourself to love and be loved, you'll see that what you have to offer is enormous and powerful. Negative self-talk stems from what other people have told us we are, what other people have projected onto us, what other people hate about themselves. Parents, teachers, classmates, coworkers have all told us who we are, and we've tended to believe them. But so much of what we've been told about ourselves is simply not true. Let's start the process of healing by looking at what's true and discarding the things we believe about ourselves that are simply part of an old story we've been telling ourselves for far too long. In future videos, we'll look at finding what's really true about who we are so we can start to build a foundation for ourselves of compassion and confidence. Thanks so much. Please like my video and subscribe to my channel so I can keep making these videos. Thanks so much. Have a great day.